Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you for coming and welcome to GQUAT Garden Quilt and Art Show. And who are all the early birds? Maria Graham, Joanne Stevens, Nikki, Mike's Chaotic Gardening. Thank you for coming, you guys. If you are in the bushes, I want to thank you for coming and for your valuable time. I'd like to thank the moderators, the subscribers, the channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm reaching over here. Okay, Mike, I'm not going to be touching all this stuff, but it looks like I'm trying to figure a couple things out. And if you stay until the end, we are having our giveaway. And tonight is the final night of a month long of cooking in the kitchen with Auntie Ellen. And I'm supposed to be making something in a skillet. But guess what? This zucchini nut bread is a big recipe, and I don't have a big enough frying pan in my little elder apartment. And so I'm going to instead, well, a recipe is just a guideline anyway. Just anyway. And I'm going to change it up a bit. The recipe will be in the description at the end of the live, as it always is. I will hold it up. I don't think you guys can see it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. So stay there, you guys. I will read it. 4 cups of coarsely shredded zucchini. Mine is from the garden, and I only have 2 cups. So I will be substituting 2 cups of carrots. So it's going to be kind of mixed, and it's going to be pretty. Zucchini has no taste anyway. 2 1/2 cups of sugar. 1 1/4 cups of vegetable oil. My vegetables are kind of watery because they were in the freezer. Whenever you freeze your vegetables, when you defrost them, the water kind of separates out of them. And these have been in the freezer since the last harvest. So I'm going to, substitute butter instead of oil. And 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I already put that in there. I put the sugar in here. The butter is in here because it's such a big pan, a mixing bowl rather. And I have 1 1/2 tablespoons of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and I do have a cup of mixed nuts, raisins over there to make it taste good and pretty. Oops, it says preheat the oven to 325. I just turned it on. I put it on 350. So now it's on 325. Blend all ingredients on low speed for 1 minute, scraping bowl occasionally. Then beat it on medium speed. And of course, we know it's done when I can stick my handy dandy little toothpick in. And then I will take it out and let it cool. So I've got everything ready. So I don't think I will be needing this recipe any further. So let me pull up the chat. Oh, let's talk about the giveaway first. Because you guys still have time to get in. First, in order to be eligible for a prize, you have to be 18 or over. You have to live in the lower 48 states. You have to be a subscriber. And you had to have baked something, either in a skillet or using one of Auntie Ellen's recipes. I see there are only 5 of you in here. I do have 5 names, and so far they are Sifting Some Soil, Joanne Stevens, Maria Graham, Lorraine T, and PIA. So we will have a giveaway at the end. And whoa, almost bounced off my little bouncy seat, that little rubber seat that I sit on to keep my back upright. Let me see. I can't see the chat over here. So this is the double-sided heavy duty hot pad. I made it for a hot pad, but it's thick enough. It's made of fabric. Excuse me. You can use it for anything you want. So I see my eyes are focusing today. I went to the eye doctor yesterday. T-Hop 42. You still have time. How many loaves? The original, it makes 2 loaves, Mike. So I have 2 loaf pans out. Usually when I make my banana bread, though, I make it in 3. So, hola, hermana Lorraine T. I just said your name, that you will be in the drawing. I'm going to try to do it electronically tonight. I'm not sure if I know how to, but if not, if things go wrong, I will go ahead and use a piece of paper. Mike's talking about the ads. Well, you know what, Mike? YouTube plays the ads, whether they benefit the content creators or not. Hey, Donzel Cooper. And they've been playing the ads. Shay Shay, thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I have something I will show you in the intermission when these loaves are in the oven. And without further ado, I will get to mixing it. Lorraine T, what's happening is the thumbnail up there, zucchini nut bread skillet, and the giveaway. That's what we're doing tonight. Okay, and you can go back to the beginning. I read all the ingredients. You can make it tonight or you don't have to. The names in the giveaway have already been submitted. I have 5 names. Yours is one of them. And I just read them off. So to keep you guys from being here all night, I will kick the ball forward and get going. So I don't know if this will be too loud for you guys. So in here, this big giant bowl, I have the sugar, the butter, the cinnamon in here. And I will be using a hand beater. It said to mix all the ingredients, but I like to mix the sugars a little bit together with the butter. If it's too noisy, put a 1 in the chat and I can mute it. I can do that anyway. So Mike says he doesn't mind the noise. And the recipe says to mix everything together. So That's just what I shall do. I like easy recipes. This is an easy recipe. This is a garden to table recipe by way of the freezer, of course. You notice there's no milk in here. Okay, so this is a big bowl, so I'm using a big spoon, big old spoon. It's actually a stir fry spoon. Let me see if there's any questions. Okay. T Hop, hello and welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Da, 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 da. My old goat's bill. So now I'll beat it for 1 minute on medium speed, and that will be it, you guys. Right here. Hey, Miss Shirley OG. Back to the old mixing bowl. So that's it, you guys. I got my spoon out. I didn't want Mike and PIA to think I was wasting food. Okay, let's see if that will stay there. Eject the beaters. Okay. Okay. I usually wear gloves when I'm mixing stuff with my hands, but I won't be using my hands today. Let's see what the chat is saying. Me first, Mike. One of your squirrels is sick. Oh, but you're helping it? Sometimes you can give them either baking soda or Pepto Bismol. So, of course, things are jumping out of the rack. I put them in a certain way because I'm OCD-ish and they don't get tangled up like that. But when other people are cooking with you, it is what it is. So, I know this is 1 cup. I'm just curious to see how much batter this makes. 1. Pretend you didn't see that little mess I made over there. 2. Wow, this is a lot. So I know I don't have a frying pan this big. Auntie Joanne does. I don't. So that's all I'm putting in here. And I'm going to put him right in here. One. Oh! I forgot to put the nuts in. Okay, well, some people can eat nuts. especially in my family. Some people can't. So this half will have nuts and raisins and craisins in it. How about that? See how pretty it is? So I put in 1 cup of mixed nuts and raisins this time. This time. And I think I'm going to have some left for the third one. I know when I make my banana bread, I make it in 3 of these. Mike, you and T-Hop are going to have to wrestle for the leftovers. Let me see if this last little bit will fit in there. No, it won't fit. And what I will do is put a few. This is what I do at home when I'm going to my mom's house. I put some fruit and stuff on the top of the ones that have nuts in it, and I mark it so that the family knows the ones that don't eat nuts. And I just pat it down a little bit. Okay. And I will put it in here. And I will set my timer. This one bakes for 50 minutes. Bad body, not so fit. You look like you've been losing a lot of weight, sir. Hate to be baking in front of you. Okay, so it's in the oven and the timer is going on for 50 minutes. But I have stuff to show you guys. First, I will get the carrots off my computer. And that looks yucky hanging down, doesn't it? That looks disgusting. Miss Shirley, you want a slice, girlfriend? Okay, so hold on, you guys. I'm right here. I'm just putting water in this thing. I don't have a dishwasher here today. The apartment doesn't have one either. So I will put that over there and talk to you guys. It's like 70 degrees out here today, you guys. Or it was like 67. I have been in all day because I can't show it to you right now, or it looks kind of messy like. I don't know if you can see these boxes right here. This is my new Cutie Breeze quilting frame, and this is the new table I bought for it to go on. But you can't just do it. You have to have certain accessories with it. I did buy the bungee cords to go with it. Shay Shay. I have the bungee cords, and I made my own leaders today. State-of-the-art leaders. What are leaders? Those of you who don't sew, leaders in regards to a long arm machine or a smaller quilting frame, those are the pieces of fabric you put in the beginning to get it started to roll on. Yes, I'm in Connecticut. I'm in Connecticut Blues Cruise. It was 38 last night. Let me check and see. I don't have that little app where you put yours in. By the way, those of you who are content creators, put exclamation mark GQUAT. And Baloo, I'm right not far from. I'm in the part of Connecticut just before you go to Rhode Island. At 45 minutes, I'm in Rhode Island. 45 minutes, I'm in Massachusetts as well, depending on the traffic. Okay. So, oh my goodness, this thing is smelling good already. So, oh, I know, I was going to look for the temperature and then show you my mail. I have a mail haul. Weather Channel. Oh, un poquito mentira. A mentira is a little story. Mother, you know we're not allowed to say the word liar, but I told a little untruth. I haven't been on since this morning. Yeah, so it only got up to 47. It says day 75. They must be talking about tomorrow, or either that or it's evening, so it's cooling down. Me no sabi ki masabi. I have been in here all day. So, what do you want to see first? Do you want to see my new leaders I made for my frame? I can't use it until I get my accessories ready. I bought some of the company called Grace. I bought some of their. Mike saying, hello, mother. Oh, your elbow coughing? Oh, okay. I had a little tickle cough for a while. I don't have it anymore. Miss Shirley OG is saying, hello, Mother Pankey. Maria Graham saying, hello, Mother Pankey. So nobody said what you wanted to see next. So, Hershey, where are you? I had to stop yesterday on the way back from the eye doctor. They dilated my eyes. And sometimes the drops they put in, you can see, you can drive, you can do something. I wasn't driving yesterday, but we stopped by Tractor Supply first, and I needed to get some worm medicine for Mr. Hershey, some stuff that they have. And you can order it and they get it in for little dogs. And I wanted to see the chickens because one of my friends said that I may be able to keep. You were waiting to see the leaders. Okay. One of my friends said I might be able to keep them at their house, but that's quite a responsibility. The only way I can balance it if I pay all the expenses and they do the labor. So here are, well, first of all, I bought a canvas drop cloth on Amazon, and the width of my frame is 48 inches wide, my quilting frame. I have the Grace Cutie Breeze, which is 48 inches wide, and you can actually quilt any size quilt on it that you want, either by sliding it. You set it up with the quilt in the middle originally, and then you can slide it to the left, slide to the right. Cha cha. No, I'm kidding. Did you set my timer? Yes, yes, sir. I set it. I set it T Hop. I have, excuse me. Oh, and they had so many chickens there. There was a long, long line, a long line of people waiting to buy chickens, and they come in every Thursday and Friday. And when I talked to one man on the phone, he says he comes in at noon, but when he comes at noon, they're always out of them. Blue saying crisscross, talking about my little dance I was doing. Okay. Let me see. I don't know. I thought I set the timer. I went in here. Maybe I didn't push start. So it's been about 20 minutes. I'll push start now. Sometimes jumping around, but that's a good idea. Oh, the fans. Oh, Lorraine T's talking about me dancing. I ordered some long fans for my boots on the ground dance, and I didn't learn it yet. I didn't even try to learn it. So in the afternoons, when my aide and I aren't doing Zumba or going to the gym, we will be doing the boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Lorraine T sent me a video to do the dance slowly at first. I don't want to do it slow. I want to shake it fast, child. I want to shake it fast, fast, fast. I won't be doing it on on TV and embarrassing everybody though. I might sneak in some of y'all's lives though and do it. Because you know my family is, oh, somebody's watching me. So back to the leaders, leaders. Uh, you make a leader for the beginning where you load the quilt on the frame, and then you make one in the back for when you load it up. And this frame comes with certain clips. Then, as I said, I bought the extra bungee cords for the side. I will eventually make small leaders for the side, but this is what I'm using now. And for me, now I used to have a long arm machine. My frame was like 12 feet wide. So I needed certain things for that that I won't need for the smaller frame. The other night, Thursday, I made weights, 1 pound weights to go on the frame to keep tension on it. I don't know if any of you didn't see those weights, I could get one of those, but I will show you the leaders now. And so the canvas, and I'm using a drop cloth. Yes, you can use fabric. I've made several pairs. I've made some for my long arm machine. I made a couple pair with the zippers. I had the ones that come with the pre-markings by Handy Quilter, and 7:08 p.m. You guys, okay, thank you. You guys will tell me when it's 7:08. I will look at it. Oh, speaking of timers, you guys, I am the queen. I am the queen of burning tea kettles. And tea kettles are expensive. Guess what happened? You copied Miss Shirley. You think you got it with your walker? You guys are going to crack up. When I go down to my garden, I have a community garden. And when I start filming down there, I've had a hip replacement in 2018. I think it was 2018. Well, anyway, in the last 3 years, it couldn't have been 2018 because I was in Arizona. I had a hip replacement, a right hip replacement. Then a year and a half later, I had a right knee replacement. So those two walkers were in the way. I live in an 800 square foot certified handicap apartment. Those things were in my way. I already have my own wheelchair in case I ever need it. It's a kind you push. I have the walker with the little seat on it in case I need it. You get an electric skillet. There's nowhere to plug it, Mike. I don't know if you can see every square inch of cabinet space is taken up. It may come to that. Auntie Joanne uses an electric kettle, and it heats up really, really fast. Okay, so going back to the leaders for the quilting machine, I found a drop cloth online that was 48 inches wide, just perfect, and 5 feet long. So it's the exact width. And I thought that would be good because I won't have to sew or do anything, serge the sides. So this drop cloth came with one edge, let me see, one edge already sewn. So 5 feet is 60 inches, right? 5 times 12 is 60. So I put the drop cloth on the floor and I marked where I thought the center would be. Then I said, you know what? Maybe it's not in the center. And you know what? I was right because they had hemmed both ends on the edge. So it made it a little shorter. So what I did was go to the ironing board and iron a center crease. Okay. And then I took my ruler and marker and I marked down the center with my own ruler. I made my own markings. And you will need, when you load a quilt on the frame or you start quilting and putting the batting on it, you always start in the middle. So this piece, this is their hem. You see their hem where they turned it under? I guess they turned it under about a quarter of an inch and they folded it and they did it. But when I did mine, I folded mine a little bit bigger. It doesn't matter what size seam you put in, as long as consistent all the way around. Now, when I Googled the size of the leaders that you purchase, oh, and by the way, they are $199 to buy them commercially. Ain't nobody got time for that. I sew too well, and I've made too many sets of leaders. My long arm machine, I made them with the zippers. So I'm making two sets of leaders, right? And I will I will show you when I attach them to my machine. But what I want to show you is this. I have to use my left arm because they say my rotator cuffs are shot, but I'm not doing any surgery. I marked I marked 48 inches. I marked every 6 inches, starting in the middle. The middle is ground zero. You see right here, you guys, ground zero. And then 6 inches to the left, I put a line, then 1 foot, then 18 inches, then 2 feet, because 2 feet is what? It's half of 4 feet, the 48 inches. So I made this one, and the one that they made, it was, they have a smaller hem than I have in mine. And when I sewed it, because it is, and I cut them, I will do a separate video on how I made them. I'm going to try to make it like almost a short, like less than 3 minutes. And I made them so that the they're going to be two different sizes. Why? Because the piece that I cut in half, someone had already hemmed it. My hem is a little bigger than theirs. Did I see Bob S come in? Oh, Deb S. Hey, Deb. I was watching y'all and Zaza in the bushes. I was getting my stuff ready for this afternoon when I came in this afternoon. So, of course, Auntie Ellen on the top ones, since these are custom leaders, I put my little logo on there. Original by Pankey. And not only that, but I signed each one on the bottom. Original by Pankey. And of course, my 3 little hearts on the side. So I will be making 2 sets of these. And at some point, I will get some help to take this table out of the box. So I came home, my helper and I, yesterday, and we had to take Hershey because they didn't do a good job trimming his face. And I wasn't happy. I was going to trim it. And she said to me, Mrs. Helen, $75, you should take them back and tell them to fix it. You should not have to pay $75 and then come home and do some work. She's right. So I called them right away at her suggestion. I'm not a complainer or anything. And I just make it right or whatever, or do the best I can. So I took it. They fixed him. He's real cute. I don't know where he is. Mr. Hershey. Now, see, if I didn't want him over here, he would be right here trying to get on my lap. Auntie Joanne is here. Auntie Joanne, are you going for a walk? That usually tricks him out. Maybe he's taking a nap. So this one, they're actually 2 different sizes. And the commercial ones were like 9.5 inches for the top one. And I don't know, 12.5 inches for the bottom. Mine is a different size. I don't want to tell you guys because I don't want you trying to measure yours to fit mine. And what happens when you have these lines, I don't know if I showed you this Sharpie. This is actually a laundry marker. They're a little bit more expensive than the ones you buy like at the craft stores or at the Dollar Tree, whatever, but it's very, very dark. This is what I use for marking our clothes, whatever. You bet even napping, his ears perked up. Yep, he's just being a brat. So when you're lining your quilt up, for example, if the middle is at 0 and you see, it's every 6 inches is a half a foot, you can kind of judge when you're putting your quilt on here if you still have it lined up evenly when you're going to either side. My Renaissance grandma, how you doing? I used some of y'all's leftover jeans the other night to make some weights for the long arm. I mean, not the long arm machine, for the Cutie Breeze fame. Stay there 1 second, you guys. So, for those of you who didn't see my video, my live stream on Thursday, while we were live, I made four one pound rice bags to go over the edge of the frame while I'm trying to load it or pin it or whatever. So this is what I'm doing with these. And I have 4 of them, my Renaissance grandma. And these are 4 pieces that were already cut from my mother's quilt left over. So Mother, I still have part of yours left. So I have a mail haul, you guys, and it's so exciting. If I missed anyone in the live, I'm sorry. Chalk it up to these eyes and not my heart. Watch out for the critters in those bushes. Miss Shirley ain't got no critters. You must have not seen ours. We have bears over here. And I almost got run over by 2 reindeer walking Mr. Hershey last winter, and there was snow on the ground. I didn't hear them, and I must have startled them. They came right out of the bushes from my left side, and of course I had to get my phone over my behind, out of my back pocket, under my coat, after I finally got it out. My baby sister, not Auntie Joanne, my baby sister said, "Oh, that deer wasn't anywhere near you behind." I'm like, they were running 40 miles an hour when they passed me. I could feel my hair. Oops. I could feel my hair blowing under my hat. It says, she's eating. Those bushes. Well, my bushes downstairs. Oh, she has critters though. Miss Shirley has critters at her house. They're tearing her garden up. Me too. I have groundhogs. Mommy said in Pennsylvania, the people used to cook the groundhogs with wine. I make wine, but I ain't thought about catching the groundhogs. Now, I will say this: one of the groundhogs, one of the people that lived in the building put a trap out there. I have a video in my playlist says critters, and the groundhog was in there. He was so fat. He was bigger than Mr. Hershey. Bigger than Mr. Hershey. So we trapped him. No, Auntie Ellen didn't eat him. I've never unalived anything. Now, if somebody else unalives it, I'll eat it, but I'm not doing it. I can't do it. The deer in your flower bed and don't move. Yeah, and the deer love hosta. They love hosta. My mother's house, they have foxes running up and down the road. We don't leave the dogs out. So I'm going to open the mail while we are waiting. The deer here let humans get too close to them. It's not good to them. Yeah, the same here with the squirrels. That these people in this building, I guess, are lonely. When Mr. Hershey and I moved here, he's actually on my lease because he's a certified therapy service dog, and he has all his paperwork, all his everything. In June, I have to pay taxes on him with the city, and yeah, he has all his tags and stuff. When we fly, he can go anywhere that I can go. So let's open this first package. These are kitchen shears. I've cut so many chicken legs and bones open. And when I spatchcock my chickens, that's when you cut the bone out in the middle and lay it flat and put the legs down to cook it. When I spatchcock the chicken, I can cook anything. You unalive it, I can cook it. I can cook anything, wild game, anything. So this is a set of purple thingies. Let me see how I open that. What a purple thingy is, and that's the real name for it, you guys. It's a little sewing device that where you can turn corners with it or use it for threading things, like you make handles for pocketbooks and whatnot. These are the purple thingies. And you see where you can like thread something through the end? I don't know. Let me make it closer. You can see the little hole. You can thread things and thread through it. You have therapy squirrels. They had so many people getting on planes talking about they were their emotional support parrots and snakes and whatever, that they had to get on top of that. Oh, and the end of the purple thingy is rounded. So they came two in a pack, and by them being purple thingies, so one is for my sister Joanne, and the other one was for me. Of course, she will probably always know where hers are. Oh, and this end has a little square thing for poking the corners when you're turning corners out. Or you're putting a binding on, you can use these. Yes, we'll lose clues. I make handles. You know what? I will be a guest on Arthur Bamit's Live on Tuesday. And one of the things, he's having some artists, crafters on his show. I have a bunch of bags over there that I have made over the years. And I teach classes, Baloo, on Zoom on how to make bags. You can also buy webbing and make your own dog leashes, make anything. I can show you how to make something that's just as similar, just as strong as as purchasing them. Oh, Joanne Stevens is speaking to people. So yeah, my purple thingies finally came, and I'll put those over there. Now, this is something special. I'm so excited to open it and show you guys. Wow. I don't know if you guys saw me when I put the zucchini nut bread in the loaf pans. I filled it about 2/3 of the way. They are almost even with the top right now. Hey, guess what, you guys? Sissy, look. My hair is not in my face. I finally found a pin. It's too long. I put a pin in there so it would stop falling down in my glasses. Aggravating me. Aggravating me. So, there's something in here I don't want to injure opening it. Okay. Okay, you guys, this is exciting. Oh my gosh. How many of you have your phones? Baloo's Clue says 23 more minutes. Yes, yes, yes. Look at this, you guys. This is from PIA. And look at this. Scan this with your phone or with some device you have and see what it says. Scan that QR code. I think this is PIA's return address and information. So she made something custom for Auntie Ellen, and I'm looking forward to it. Baloo's Clues, 23 more minutes. See, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here's the packaging. She always makes everything look so cool with her little stickers on it. It says Tracy Sweet Touch Productions, and she's got some little gold clips on it. And let's see what's in here. Several little things. Oh my goodness. Oh, here's a little sachet. Oh, it smells really good too. What time? I will be on Mr. Arthur Bamet's at 7 p.m. Tuesday. 7 p.m. I'll be one of several guests. So look how cute this is. Tracy Sweet Touch. And a little card, Auntie Ellen, in purple writing. That's so cute. She and her granddaughter were going to make one of my recipes in a scooter. You're welcome, Sissy Joanne Stevens. So she says, thank you. Handmade with love. Thank you for your order. Your order made my day. I hope this package brightens you. I appreciate your support. Respectfully, Tracy, aka PIA. And then she has, look at these, you guys, her little calling cards with her phone number. I won't hold it close because I don't know if she wanted it on my channel or to people that were her clients. But let me see you what she made for me. And she makes them custom. Like I go to quilt shows and different things. I go to lawn yard sales. I go to estate sales. I was on the featherweight channel featherweight page on YouTube, not on YouTube, on Facebook. And I collect featherweight sewing machines. That's one of a small 11-pound machine that will sit under your seat when you're traveling. But I love them. I love them, you guys. I haven't taken mine out because my table that I work on is small and I can only put one machine at a time. By me getting this longer table when I'm not actually finishing a quilt, I can have my Cricut out. I can take my embroidery machine out. I can take one of the featherweights out. When I had my 1,500 square foot studio, I would have 5, 6 machines out at the same time. They would do different things. I'd have my serger out. I would have an embroidery machine. I would do many things. Look at this, you guys. How cute is this? If I go to a quilt show, if I go anywhere, she made a purple lanyard for me. And you guys, she does have these for sale. She's got 2 purple jewels up here, and they're very reasonable. And she offered to make this for me. So when I go to quilt shows now, I can wear my ID from my past quilt guilds. I've belonged to several quilt guilds over the years. The one I'm most proud of is the long arm. I used to teach long arm quilting for many of the shops in North Carolina and some in South Carolina, because some people would retire and get two $30,000 machines and build buildings. They'd make, some of them were making like $1,000 a day finishing quilts. I only wanted to finish my own. So if you click on this, I'll have to click on it after I get off. It has all Auntie Ellen's information. I think it'll bring you to my YouTube channel. So how cute is this? The table can be exactly the least amount of space you need is 54 inches long by 24 inches wide. I already have a little table over there that's 24 inches wide that I'm using, but it's only like 40 inches long. So it'll just barely fit. And I will put extra bungee cords to make sure that I don't accidentally knock it over. I have mere inches of space, as you can see looking around this place. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. I have a few of my favorite things in my retirement home. And ads again. I'm sure everybody has ads. Thank you for watching them. I appreciate that. And they put them on there whether it benefits me or not. And that is how I almost pay for some of my shipping. You guys, I make these gifts that I send you guys. Oh, Miss Shirley, did you get your package? Yours is one of the ones that I paid for with the little money that I get. Have you laughing out loud? I only want to finish my own quilt. No, Baloo, I have 60 quilt tops that have been finished for over 10 years, in addition to all the ones I'm making every day. I send the bigger ones out to the one of my long arm friends because of my shoulders and moving them around. But now, I don't know, I may tackle one or two and take my sweet time. So, of course, I thought I had it on backwards. I do. So, you guys, Maria said, yes, I did. I want to finish my own. Yes, she did. Yes, I did. Oh, you got your package. Oh, okay. Well, that was a gift from Mike, a little gift from Mike. He won it on this channel. But again, I'm on a fixed income. I don't know how many of you are. And I have a family. I have a mom. My kids don't need anything. My grandkids don't need anything. They're adults, they work. But I do have great grandchildren and great great grandchildren. And I try to do a little something for them every once in a while, even if I have to buy fabric or supplies to do it. But I got bills, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. So she had this in this cute little bag. And it says she made this. It's custom. It says GQUAT Garden Quilt and Art Show. And she's got my little logo in there, my little tree with the hands and my YouTube thingy on there. I just love it. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. So now, because we have a couple more minutes before it's time to take these things out of the oven, they smell good. I'm counting. Yeah, I put all the flour in. Okay. So, I think since did anybody else bake anything to have their name submitted to this little skillet challenge? Okay. So. My shoulder really, really hurts today, you guys. It's like raining out, and It's like somebody's twisting my arm behind my back. You know, when you're little and you guys fight with each other and you twist your arm behind the other person's back until they said, I give? You have me laughing so loud. Oh my gosh. I have so many things started. So many things started, you guys. I just got my drop cloth yesterday. Already, I spent the whole morning making this set of leaders. You do understand you're on a fixed income too. You put your money back in the gifts and postage also. Yeah, yep, I know that's right. And I know you send out a lot of seeds, Mrs. Shirley. All right. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this the old fashioned way because I don't know how to do it by myself. Baloo's Clue made a chocolate cream pie that was for a hungry husband challenge. Did you make it in a skillet? A hungry husband challenge. That is too funny. Okay, so we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. So this is what I did. Actually, I did it another way when I. Oh, Dolores is in the background somewhere. You guys, thank you. So we will. Oh, thank you. This is a permanent fixture. So I'm going to figure out how to. We're going to do a drawing for this giveaway. Isn't this beautiful, you guys? Dolores, I know she's somewhere watching, and I think I click on this. I'm not sure. Okay. I didn't see it spin. Maybe you guys did. So I'll read who the contestants were. They were Joanne Stevens. Maria Graham is the winner. Maria, you won. So Deb, as the pug mama quilter, says she's back, fell out of the room. That's funny. I watch you guys. I was watching the guy quilter, and the other one the other day. So everybody give Maria Graham a hand. And she is the proud winner of this heavy duty. I made it for a heating pad. I would use it today to put this zucchini bread on, but I don't want to burn it. Oh, oh, oh. You guys, speaking of burning, I have to show you my tea kettle. That beautiful tea kettle, it doesn't have the writing on it anymore because what had happened was I fell asleep and I burned it. I burn one tea kettle a year. Oh my goodness. This and tea kettles are expensive. That thing must have cost. Well, I have other ones, but this is my everyday one. All the paint was popping off, and when I woke up, it was on low, but it did. This tea kettle is supposed to whistle. The whistle wasn't loud enough. I put on my tea at night. I was going to make some green tea to before I went to bed. I fell asleep in the evening. When I woke up and came in here, it wasn't whistling. The whole bottom was red, red hot. All the paint was jumping off and was all over the stove. All over the stove. Everybody's saying, Maria Graham, congratulations. The guy who sews had Barry quilts on. Yes, I saw them. I was on the TV and couldn't get out of the bushes. I couldn't get out of the bushes. I was on the floor. You guys, how many of you are in your 70s and you get on the floor because you're marking your drop cloths with the rulers and making all these lines and making them straight and getting back up. Thank you, Baloo's Clues. I do have an Amazon wish list. I will have to put the tea kettle on there. Thank you. That is such a kind thing. An electric tea kettle. Yes, Mike was right. That's it ain't funny, Deb. I completely burn one up every year. Every year since I've been in this apartment, I burn one up. Ugh, oy vey, oy vey. Okay, so those of you who are content creators, let's put your let me pull this up in this little thingy. Okay. Garden quilt and not zucchini bread, zucchini, I should say zucchini slash. It won't let me in. Oh, it's just going around and around and around I go. Or maybe it's just taking its sweet time. There it is. Yes. Oh. So I'm actually in the wrong one. I'm in the apple cake one. I'm not in that one. I'm looking for trying to do the zucchini one. Hold on, you guys. I'm lost. You guys are lost in the ads. I'm lost in this stupid phone. Oh, you know what? Big Brother is always listening. I forgot what I was doing the other day. Then juicing with Jay. Hey, Jay. Thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Every time I see you do a short or a live, you make me homesick for California. Sissy, Auntie Joanne, he lives not too far from the Linwood house over there. Over there, over there, over there. So, oh, there I am. No, I'm not. Oy vey. You know, you don't pay your rent and you get stuff blocked out. Not my rent here, the rent on this Restream thing. I only use. You were right, Baloo's Clues. Oh, Maria Grant, thank you. Oh, yeah, baby. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, Baloo's Clues. So, Maria, your postage is paid. Thank you to Baloo's Clues. I appreciate each and every one of you. So, let's see what's going on over here. Let's see what's going on. Boy, the time went fast. Okay, so let me get my toothpick down. Those of you who don't need it, I use so much cayenne pepper, you guys. I use cayenne pepper in lieu of black pepper. It's supposed to help your stomach, but it hasn't helped mine yet. Just keep living. Just keep living, you guys. You'll get to where I used to be. So let me look in here. I think it needs a few more minutes. I think it needs a few more minutes. But it looks real juicy in there. I don't know. I think it needs about 5 minutes. It's in the oven, Lorraine T. You missing everything. You must be doing something on the side. Oh, Maria sent the super chat. Oh, Maria, thank you. She's paying for her own postage. I appreciate you, Maria. Oh, you can enter it, Miss Shirley, but Maria already won the prize. If I can, you can still enter it, and I will show it Thursday. I will include it when I go live on Thursday, if that's okay. Yes. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. Did you make it in the pan for the challenge? She did. She did. Miss Shirley always cooks hers in the skillet. Us old girls, we throwing down in these kitchens. Don't play with us. Do not play with us. Lorraine T is in Georgia eating some peaches. Oh, you had to say that. You had to say that, didn't you? You had to say that. Well, Miss Shirley, when you've been through all we've been through and taking all the meds and stuff, I forgot to turn the tea kettle off. How about that? How about that? And came out, it was red on the bottom. It was so burned up. So let me entertain you. I still think it needs a couple more minutes. That's okay, Miss Shirley. We'll show your photo of it. I will be happy to. Just tag me on it. Hashtag GQUAT or hashtag Skillet Challenge 2025, and I will see it. Okay, so Mike says he's eating Dove chocolate. Oh, that is the best, the richest chocolate. You guys who are preppers, you know, you need to be stocking up on. Oh my goodness, there's a dessert called flan, FLAN, and the ad told me the golden years deserve a happy something, not a breast. Pause. Oh my goodness. You need be all that you can be. Get all you can get. Just live the life you love and love the life you live. Do what you love and love what you do. I love quilting. I love all of the arts. I love writing. I'm writing supposed to be doing all this family history and writing a memoir. And the other day I was sitting down finally making notes and outline about my maternal grandmother because of all of my grandparents. We knew her the most because she babysat us the most. And it was a bra ad. Oh, that is funny. Oh, they were breastises. She was talking about her breastises. Oh, that's funny. Your ad was for dog food and travel. Oh, come fly with us, Mike. Hershey and I will be flying the friendly skies of American Airlines. I already took my suitcase out so I can start packing it from early May because I only take one suitcase, but it's one of those suitcases that can, unzip and get bigger. So it's going to be a wide little one. And I took the tag off of it because it was actually 3 pounds over, and I had to open it and take some stuff out. And it said heavy. The airlines, when they used to land, they'd say they're coming in heavy. Your ad was for dog food. Okay. Let me get Lorraine T's. Excuse me, pulling my shirt down, y'all. Okay. Well, let's see what we have. Thank you, Lorraine T. for my heavy oven mitts. Let me move my toothpick. Okay. I don't know. It's awfully juicy. Whoa. Feels like it's trying to slide. Actually, this one doesn't look as done as that one. Oh, they're done. Came out clean. So, now we will sit down and let it cool. Oh, I know it's really interesting. I'll let it cool down a little more. The one with all the raisins and nuts in it is really pretty. Ha ha ha, you fell out again. Your sister called. I have to, supposed to be for chickens. You've got company to feed the bugs. I have a lot of bugs in my garden, but where I live, we can't have chickens. I live in an apartment, and where my community garden is, I do grow things hydroponically because, of course, the first year of the indoor grow off, Auntie Ellen just happened to win it. She's been growing for all of her life. You haven't heard what in years? Yum, yum, yum. Oh, yeah, turn the oven off. Thank you guys. Turn the light off. This really is a moist cake. It really is a moist cake. It was just bubbling. It smells like an apple crisp almost. Isn't that interesting? I don't know why I said that it sounds like an apple crisp. I'm going to stand up. I have to let it cool down some. I never let it cool down enough to take it off, but I'm going to because I want you guys to see it. So, Miss Shirley, are you doing all your squats for your knee? Oh, I always get so busy I forget to take a thumbnail. So why don't I just stand here and do that while it's cooling down? How many of you in here sew or quilt? Put a 2 in the chat if you sew or quilt. Hey Jags, I saw you out there with all them honeybees, honey dripper. Honey slanger. I always call you the wrong name. I used to have a friend named Honey Dripper. My sister Joanne knew him. He was so fun. When we went out to the clubs back in the day, did not have to worry about buying drinks. The Honey Dripper was out. Okay, I'll take one of you and one of you. Oh, this is going to be perfect, you guys. Oh, Miss Shirley. Joanne Stevens. I wish I could do like Jags and get everybody's name in there at one time. Okay. So, I don't want one of those plates. Okay. So I will put it on this one. And what am I doing? So I'm going to move this one. And you guys, it doesn't look like, it looks like a dessert. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. All that bubbling has gone down. Oh, and it feels firm. I was wondering about that. Oops, excuse my back. I want a little thin knife. My great-grandson likes the edges of the blueberry cobblers. Yes, this is a big slice, Sissy. I'm making it big so that it doesn't break, hopefully, when I take it out. It's actually a little warmer than it should be to take it out. But I don't want to keep you guys all night. So we will see. Wow. It's too hot down there. I can't pick it up. But I wish you could see the beautiful, beautiful craisin. You like it hot with ice cream, Mike? You're gonna have me like what's his name? That was just in here, does all the one hand push-ups and whatnot. So let's sit down. I'm trying not to. Your husband is spoiled. You would end up cutting thick slices, then pan frying them to toast them on each side. He only likes to toast it. Um, Actually, I don't know if you can hear this. It is toasty. I left it in there until it got toasted. And by it being the end piece, it's crunchy on the end as well. I want you guys to see it. Or maybe, hold on one second. Maybe I should take a picture of it on my lap. But you guys are going to laugh. Last week, I forgot to take a picture and I ate the piece, right? I ate the piece. And then I had to go get another piece so that I could take a photo of it without an empty plate. Okay. So, Black Guns and Garden. Thank you for coming, sir. Appreciate you. Oh, and I like that little S&W 22 long. When his channel is about gardening and his namesake, Black Guns and Gardens. And my son learned how to shoot. He's actually a sharpshooter now, and he's pretty good. But he had a 22 Remington rifle that shot 22 longs. So you guys, let's taste it. This is going to be a crunch. This is crunchy. Wow. And it's very moist. It almost feels like it has brown sugar or honey in it, but it doesn't. I'm not going to take a big bite. Cheers, you guys. Oh, I dropped it. That's okay. It actually tastes like applesauce cake. That is very good. I don't have any ice cream in the house, Mike, because I will accidentally eat it all. Hey, Tina, the New Orleans gardener. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Growing with Hudson, I saw you at your community garden today. I was chilling on the bed with no glasses on, watching you all on TV. Say bone, Tina. Everybody's speaking. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And again, Mr. Arthur Bammett was out last week. He wasn't feeling well. And he will be live Tuesday. And he will have several people on who are creators and make things. So, Mother Egoamote, I will see you. I'll see you next week, Mom. And you guys, thanks for coming. In American Sign Language, this is an I. Oops, this is an L. Congratulations on your gift, Maria Graham. This is a U. Ego Amote. And thank you. Hold on for my outro music. I can never get my finger down there. Try not to burn it.